Lena had a bad habit of staying up late, scrolling through her phone until the early hours. It wasn't unusual for her to lose track of time until she realized the house was dead silent, with only the soft hum of her phone breaking the stillness. It was a little past midnight when her phone buzzed with a call. She frowned as she glanced at the screen. The number was unfamiliar, just a string of random digits. Curious, she answered. "Hello," she said cautiously. At first, there was nothing but static on the other end. Then, a soft voice, barely a whisper, came through. "Help me." Lena sat up straight, heart pounding. The voice was distorted, like it was coming from a faraway place, buried under layers of static. She waited, listening closely, but the call disconnected. Chills ran down her spine. She told herself it was probably a prank, someone messing with her late at night. She shrugged it off and went back to scrolling, though she couldn't shake the eerie feeling that had settled in her chest. Minutes later, her phone buzzed again. This time, it was a text message from the same number. The message simply read, "I see you." Lena froze, eyes darting around her dimly lit room. She was alone, or at least she thought she was. The curtains were drawn, and the door was shut. Her bedroom felt safe, secure, but something about the message made her feel like she was being watched. She typed a response, her fingers trembling. "Who is this?" A few seconds passed, and another message came through. "I'm outside." Her heart leaped into her throat. She stared at the message, refusing to believe it. Mustering the courage, she slowly got up from her bed and approached the window. She pulled back the curtain just a sliver, her eyes scanning the street below. No one. The street was empty. The silence outside was almost suffocating. She exhaled, relief flooding over her as she let the curtain fall back into place. Just as she turned to go back to her bed, her phone rang again. The same number. This time, she hesitated before answering. Slowly, she brought the phone to her ear. "Stop it," she demanded, trying to keep her voice steady. But this time, the voice on the other end was different. It was deeper, almost inhuman, and it wasn't coming from the phone's speaker. It was coming from behind her. Lena spun around, her eyes wide with terror. There, standing in the corner of her room, was a figure cloaked in shadow. Its face was hidden, but she could feel its gaze burning into her. She stumbled back, the phone slipping from her hand as she scrambled to the door. She flung the door open and ran into the hallway, slamming the bedroom door behind her. Her heart pounded in her chest as she rushed to the living room. She grabbed the landline phone, hands shaking as she dialed 911. But before she could hit call, her phone buzzed with one final message. Too late.